What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. And today we have the GeminiJets December, January 2024 to 2025 releases for you all. I hope all of you are excited for today's video as we finish out this year of model aircraft releases for the big companies. It has been super fun to follow along this year, and overall it's been an absolute blast. So I think GeminiJets is going to finish it out on a high note for us. I'm excited to see what they have. You know, we've kind of took a little bit of a step back, but they've still been extremely good releases. So no doubt I'm really excited to see what we have here, whether it's a transitional set or if it's going to be another very popular offering. But regardless of the case, I hope all of you are excited for this, and this will take us into February to start the new year. Typically they do this transitional release, so no big surprise here. This is pretty usual. So with all that being said, we won't waste any further time and go ahead and get started with the December, January releases here for GeminiJets this year. We are going to start with an American Airlines MD-90. Wow, November 904 Romeo Alpha. That was definitely a surprise. There's going to be some people liking this. So this is going to be the all-white fuselage. Yeah, how about that? That's crazy. So if you don't know, Dragon Wings did do this one a handful of years ago, and I do have it. But yeah, certainly was not expecting them to go the hybrid direction. Thought we would have a more standard livery before they would do a hybrid. So a very unique release. GeminiJets continues to identify aircraft that are very unique and challenging to find and bringing a better mold to them, and, you know, obviously bringing an opportunity for collectors to get them. Absolutely will be getting this, no doubt about it. Certainly very surprised. Absolutely was not going to expect that, and I'm sure many people are going to be very pleased about that. So definitely some mixed feelings about the hybrid, but, you know, there's certainly a market for it regardless of how you think about it, and I think that's really cool that they're doing this aircraft and definitely going to fill a much needed void. And certainly I think it's a really cool part of American Airlines' history and a very unique era they represent. We don't get many of these hybrid era planes, so very unique release. Definitely was not on the bingo card, but this is what I've talked about with Gemini and what I'm going to put into my upcoming video once I have the opportunity to finally get it produced, with the unique aircraft that they continue to make both in the modern sector and now the retro sector. They definitely have made some interesting aircraft. So yeah, as they said, something special is in the air right there. So that's really cool there for that Reno Air hybrid. That is very unique, very cool. Our next release is going to be Atlas Boeing 747-8 Freighter, November 8262 Golf Tango, so the fourth to last one. And this has the titles on it with the interactive configuration as well. So nice to bounce back into a pretty standard sector here. Always awesome to get these interactive aircraft. They're very unique and very helpful in many ways. So definitely another very good aircraft to see right here. And yeah, it looks really sharp. So I'm eager to see how this one turns out here in the 1 to 400 scale. So no doubt another very quality release here for GeminiJets. Very nice. All right, let's continue down the list. We have an Edelweiss A350 already. That happened really quickly. Hotel Bravo, India Hotel Charlie. So yeah, that happened really fast because I think they only got them like 3 or 4 months ago. So a very quick transition here for GeminiJets to get this out already. So yeah, very impressed. Definitely interested in getting it long term. I don't know about quite yet. I recently got the 340. However, this is really great and it will certainly serve many markets. So of course, huge hub there in Zurich, and they fly several weekly flights to many places across the globe. So another very nice diverse release here, and never hurts to have too many options, whether you want the higher quality mold or a little bit of a better price or somewhere in between. I think every manufacturer's got you covered, and GeminiJets definitely is making their presence known in that regard. So a very good popular release here for them to knock out. That's very good. We're also going to get the flaps down. This is definitely a market where they're going to thrive in because I don't think anybody else has done it with the flaps down yet. So very happy to see this release as well. Very sharp aircraft, and once again, really going to prove powerful under that Lufthansa group. So very happy to see that right there. That's really cool. Next, we have an Hawaiian A330-300. It's November 389 Hotel Alpha, so about time to get another Hawaiian A330 right here. However, I believe it's supposed to be a 200. That's what the CGI indicates, and to my brain, I believe they only have the 200. So yeah, but looking sharp right here. This is really nice. Always good to continue to get these common releases here, just cycling through every couple of years. So this is one of the re-releases here for this month, and certainly strong to fit in here with the other offerings. So no doubt a good time to do this. Definitely thinking of Hawaii during this time right now with how it's getting colder everywhere here on the US mainland. So good choice here. I think this is an appropriate time to re-release that aircraft. That's a really good opportunity right there. Very cool. So far, this set's been really solid. I'm a big fan. It's going to get even better as we have the QantasLink Airbus A220-300. It's Victor Hotel X-Ray 4 Alpha. Very cool to see this, and this also has the special livery on it. I'm not even going to try to say that, but yeah, really great. That Australia market, certainly. There goes my webcam. I don't know why it just randomly decides that it's going to glitch out. I'm going to try to fix it here real quick, but anyway, it's really cool to see this right here, and certainly looking very strong to say the least. So very happy to see this aircraft going strong, and this is definitely a really great release here in the scale. So that's absolutely awesome. So I'll have to get a new webcam webcam soon to get that fixed up. But anyway, yeah, looking really sharp right there. That's a really nice release and certainly a very high quality one. So that was one of the smallest releases ever, it seems like, from Gemini 1-400. We had 5 total aircraft, obviously, with the 1 flaps down for 6 total variants. Super interesting here, and we'll talk about it more, but I think we have some military down here. So no military. Wow, that's definitely going to be the smallest release ever. So we'll talk about it, but there's some high quality in that. That's really, really interesting. Okay, let's get started. We're getting an American 321 Neo. I believe this is the one that we got in 1-400 a few months ago. November 413 Alpha November. I will have to confirm that. I'm going to go ahead and do so because I don't want to give incorrect information. Let me go ahead to get to the database and verify the finding here real quick. Give me just a moment. Make sure I don't get the registration wrong. Yes, this one came out in this past November release. So yes, this is coming up from the 1-400 scale. So certainly looking nice, and glad that they're getting this added in here. So that's really nice. So happy to see that for sure. Can't have too many of those, but hopefully we'll get some normal Airbuses as we go into 2025. I think everybody would like to see that. Delta A350-900, I think this is another one coming up here. It's 503 Delta November. It's been a while since we've got one of these in the 1-200 scale, so I think this is another high quality release and definitely will prove powerful for all the collectors that are interested in this particular aircraft. So certainly another very good one right there. Delta MD-88, it's November 925 Delta Lima. Now this one is colored, or Ron Allen. Okay, so this actually might be a new aircraft here. How about that? So they're really going forward doing these aircraft. Let me verify to make sure that that's the case. I hate to be wrong, and if I have this database here that we spent incredible time to make, might as well fully utilize that, right? So let me type it in here without a dash on it. So yeah, this is a new release here, so this is really great to see. So yeah, really impressed, and this will become the 1-400 scale likely as well. So it's certainly been the year of Delta. Whether you like Colors of Motion, Ron Allen, the widget livery, you've got a release for every one of those. So that's been awesome to see. Not to mention Panda models, some of the other manufacturers doing some great Deltas too. So it's certainly never been a better time to collect Delta, and with their 100-year anniversary starting in 2025 here, no doubt we're going to be getting more and more Deltas. So definitely expect that with the special liveries and all what's to come on that, and quite fitting with Airliners International in Atlanta from June 25 to 28 to 2025. So hope to see you all there. It's going to be awesome, and update videos will be coming very soon on that event. We do have the Emirates A380 livery Alpha 6 Echo Oscar Echo with the Wyndham done. I'm not exactly sure how that's said, but anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So yeah, really cool livery here, some sort of tennis organization it appears. So yeah, that's cool, or racket, whatever sport that would be. So that's cool. Definitely looking sharp, and overall another nice aircraft there for the Emirates partnership. Next, we have a FedEx 767-300. This has the new revised livery, so it's not going to have the Express titles. It's 144 Foxtrot Echo. I personally think it looks pretty cool. I do like the Express on it, but I'll start getting used to this. So this will be nice. I'll definitely be keeping my eye to see if this makes it onto the FedEx company store. Would love to get this for like $60. That would be cool. So another very high quality release right there. That's really, really good. Happy to see that. KLM A321 Neo makes it up to 1-200. We have Papa Hotel Alpha X-Ray Alpha. So yeah, they'll do really good with this one. I think they only have a limited amount of competition, maybe from in-flight. So this will be another nice aircraft to see right here, and I'm sure this one will turn out pretty good. So excited to see how this one turns out. And then we have a Doubles DC-3 from PAA. So how about that? And that's going to be November Charlie 33611. Very cool to see this aircraft, the Pan American Airways system. So you couldn't do a really good throwback 1-400 aircraft without doing one for 1-200. This is a really cool piece of aviation. Not many releases of this, if any. So I think this is a really good place to fit in. And I really appreciate GeminiJets for recognizing all sectors of aviation, cargo, military, all of it, cargo, military, general aviation. Obviously, we got this release here with this DC-3, so no doubt they're covering all sectors, so very happy to see that. We're going to find the Qantas A380 down here as well. Victor Hotel, Oscar, Quebec, Juliet. Always great. This is the same as the Hawaiian 330, a very popular aircraft that definitely needs to be released every couple of years. They are fulfilling on that nicely, so very big fan of this release and definitely makes sense in that connotation. We're going to get back to our military offerings here with the Royal Australian Air Force BBJ 737 MAX 8 Alpha 62002. A very nice looking aircraft. We've got a couple of different releases of this already. So great to get it here from Gemini in the 1-200 scale, and definitely looks cool. So definitely a large Australian market there to fulfill on, and they're definitely doing a great job here with this military offering. So pretty cool to see that right there. Very nice. A TWA DC-3 to go with the PAA DC-3. Certainly wouldn't have expected both of them back to back. This November Charlie 1943, and this has that gray livery on it as well. This is a really cool one. If I see this discounted on like day 3 at Atlanta, or even the Pan American one too, I would definitely will be considering getting one. I do really like this one though. This looks really cool. So definitely a very streamlined age of aviation that, you know, we got to recognize. So that's a really good release from Gemini. That will be a very popular offering. So I think it's really cool that they're diving into all sectors here, and the balance was definitely on point this month, and also providing some good popularity as well. So, and this is nice if you have some 1-400 collectors that, you know, just want to pop up the 1-200 every once in a while. This was a really good set to be able to do that. So there's certainly a good variety of choices here, no matter what you collect. So absolutely fantastic variety in this release. Maybe one more European would have been nice, but overall really sharp. And I think that's it, I would assume. Yes, that is the GeminiJets December 2024 and the January 2025 releases. Let's start with the 1-400. This is one of the smallest sets that I can remember. I want to say that there was one release maybe like March of 2023 that was comparable to this, that only had a couple of airplanes. But nevertheless, it is still really cool to, you know, take a little bit of a breather. NG's been slow, so I'm not completely, you know, pressed for money to say. In the collecting aspect, I'm actually doing pretty good. So, but I don't mind taking a little bit of a break here. Of course, we'll be getting that American MD-90. I want to get some sort of Edelweiss A350, so we'll see, you know, which one that will be, but definitely we'll keep this one on the radar. And then, yeah, in the 1-200 scale, once again, if there's a good day 3 discount, that TWA, that's a really cool one. But the FedEx, definitely will be taking a look at that in the corporate elements. And then, yeah, there's a bunch of planes just to like here, and I would like to get, you know, keep building that Air Legacy Carrier US fleet in the 1-200 scale, whether that's an American Neo or the Delta A350 or whichever one that is. So overall, really great releases here, considering the circumstances. Yes, a little bit slow, but I think that they're really going to hit it hard going into February and beyond. I think it's probably going to be one of the biggest springs that we'll ever see from a modern manufacturer. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to see what happens with NG and what they'll do as well. But it's safe to say, you know, they're kind of just what they are, and we have to have those expectations. So of course I'm going to continue to cover it, continue to buy their aircraft when I find fit. But, you know, with the Chinese New Year and all that, I wouldn't expect too much crazy until we probably get to the months of maybe May or June, if once again they're willing to turn it up a little bit. But that remains to be seen. But GeminiJets will continue to do what they do best. It's more of a transitional period right here, but we still have some great offerings, and it's a really good month to save if you're in that market. Otherwise, definitely go buy whatever interests you here. So let me know in the comments below what does interest you, and if you will be getting any of these. But nevertheless, that'll do for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do you love and love what you do? My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.